So, hello and welcome to Mixing with Donna. So, today I am in the lovely UK and I didn't want to miss another recipe inspiration class because I know I've had quite a big holiday. Been away for 6 weeks. I've got one more week to go. It's been great catching up with family and friends, but we are going to be making some butter on our class today. So we will get started. It should be quite a quick class and I hope you enjoy. Interestingly so, actually, when I've made butter in Australia, and I've made butter a lot, it never asks me to bring the cream to room temperature. Now, the UK recipe asks you to bring it to room temperature. So we'll be interested to see today whether that is a benefit or not, or whether it makes any difference at all. So butter is really simple. It's one of those simple things that basically you're just making from cream. So the way I like to think about butter is butter, when your cream is going off, so when your cream is getting to the end of its expiry date or even past its expiry date, you can make butter. So don't put it to waste, don't throw it away, as long as it doesn't smell. I had butter that was, sorry, I had cream that was 2 weeks past its sell-by date in the fridge, and I kept thinking, oh, I must use that, and then I'd forgotten, and it got stuck to the back of the fridge, and then I pulled it out, had a smell at it, and it was actually still fine, and I made butter from it. So that butter so the butter kept for a couple of weeks in the fridge, and we used it up. So I keep my butter. Oh, there we go. The Thermomix has just switched off. I keep my butter in the fridge, and my butter in the fridge that's freshly made. If it's from the supermarket, I do keep a small block of it out on the bench in a butter dish, because I like my butter to be spreadable. I don't like it super rock hard out of the fridge. So even the butter that I make in the Thermomix, I do still keep that, a small portion of it, not the whole lot, but a small portion of it I will keep on the bench, possibly 2 to 3 days. I mean, the butter, we go through a lot of butter in our house, so that gets used quite easily on toast and different things, but it's nice and soft, so you can actually scoop it. Thermomix do sell a butter bell on the mix shop. So the butter bell is 2 parts to it, so that you keep your butter away from the oxygen, because it does oxygenate, and that's when it goes rancid. So having a butter dish, not just leaving it out on a plate, you do need to have a butter dish. I got a beautiful little red one. It's only the size of probably a quarter of a block of butter, and it's perfect. And now my Thermomix doesn't want to switch on. There we go. So we are going to get started. So while that's booting up, I'm going to pop in my cream, and I am going over, because I've made this recipe many, many times, I am going to just pour this in without measuring it, because I know what it is. I know the amount. So I'm just going to pop this in while that's booting up. Now your cream, if you're in Australia, I like to use Paul's cream. Because I find Paul's cream one of the best ones to use, because it's pure cream. This is double cream that I'm using in England, and I've just seen, oh, silly me. I thought there was something in the bowl, and it's the blade. Oh, what am I like? All right, so we've got that up now. Now you can see butter's already planned in. Now, if you didn't have butter planned into your menu, you can search for it. So you can go search, and you can type in the bar in the search bar butter, just like so, and hit search, and it will give you all the recipes that include butter in it. So you can imagine there's a lot, 4,363 to be exact. All right, so Costco cream. Yes, that's a good one, Nikki. So we're just going to scroll down. Now, this one will bring the UK one up. So we've got the UK one here. We can go to the 3 little dots, and it gives you some options. So you can go add it to, so you can go cook today. You can add it to my week. So I'm going to go add it to my week. And say we were going to make it next week, we could put in the 28th and save, and we could make it next week. So it is already planned in for today, so that's fine. But that's another way to plan when you're doing your planning ahead. So let's go back to our home screen. We've got a butter in here, so we'll select it. As I said, we've already done the first stage because we've got the butter in there. So we'll hit start, and we will, sorry, I'm just letting people into the class. We've got a bit of a full class today. So Let's just make sure. So if you can just make sure you can you're muted if you are joining later. Now then, this is the butterfly. All right, so the butterfly is your whisk. Now there is a rule with your butterfly. It mustn't go above speed 4. And it doesn't really matter where you put the butterfly in. So we just pop the butterfly in and just make sure it's between the blades. And it does give you a picture of how to pop it in, which I do love. All right, so we've put a cream in. So I'm going to tick that off and go next because we've already done that bit. And basically, then this is it. All right, so we'll pop a lid on and it's going to do, it says beat for 1 minute at speed 4. Now with your butterfly, speed 4 is the maximum you should ever use your butterfly on. So now this is where it's kind of a bit interesting. You've got to listen. Now with the TM6, it was a lot louder. So you could, you straight away, you would know when your butter was going from, oh, so it's gone to thicken, so it's already thickened. So I'm going to pause it just to show you. So I'm going to take the lid off and still locks. And how quick was that? We're now on cream. So we've whipped it in less than probably 15 seconds. I'm going to pop that back on, make a mess. All right, we're going to press play and we're waiting for the next noise. And it should start to swish. Pause that. Right, so it's now a bit thicker. So I'll show you again. It's now a bit thicker. Right, pop it down, and we're just waiting for that next one. And the next one, and it starts to judder. We can see it juddering. Right. So that now sounds to me like it's butter. Shall we take a look? And how cool is that? That's how quick it is to make butter. How amazing is that? All right, so it's got a little bit more in there. So I'm just gonna go just a little, it's got another 19 seconds. I think that's enough. I don't think you don't want to go too far. Perfect. All right. Now what we've got in here now is we have our butter and we also have our buttermilk. All right, so buttermilk is great for your banana breads, for baking. So we're going to sieve that out. Now, I'm going to take the butterfly out briefly. Just get some butter off that. It's going to go back in anyway, so we won't worry about it. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop my simmering basket in with the front bit. Can you see where it opens? The front bit facing forwards. And what we're going to do is I'll move this back and you can see, and then we're going to use it as a filter to filter that out. So that is all our beautiful buttermilk. And I could squeeze it a bit more, but I'm not going to. So we'll pop that into the sink, ready for the next step. So as you can see, we've got our butter in there and we have our buttermilk in here. So the buttermilk can then go in the fridge and that will stay in the fridge for quite some time before it goes off. Now, what we're going to do next is we're going to go next. All right, it says remove the butterfly whisk. So we've done that. It says use the simmering basket to strain the reserved buttermilk, which we've done. Now it says place chilled water. So we've got a chilled water, 500 grams. So we're going to weigh in, whoops. I've just got it in this because it's easier to pour it in. Mainly because I was already using the big jug. All right, so we'll pop that on there because we're going to do 2 washes. 2 washes means that you get a much cleaner butter. So tick that off. Next, add the butter solids. Well, we've already got them in. And now we're going to mix them. So we don't need the butterfly. So that can go away now. So we're going to pop the lid on. And it says 5 seconds, speed 4. And it's just going to wash that butter, get the last little bit of buttermilk out of it. So it keeps for longer in the fridge. All right, so now you'll see, and I'm going to do this over the sink, so I might just turn you slightly so you can see me over here. So I'm going to do the same again with the simmering basket, but this time we're not going to keep those solids, so I'm just going to tip it. And as you can see, it's still quite white, so it's still getting some of that that buttermilk out, but it's not pure buttermilk. So because it's not pure buttermilk, we're not going to keep, whoops, and the butter's got all stuck. Rookie error, I didn't get my spatula out, so one moment. I use an old spatula. We'll just get this off here because I'm going to wash this butter again one more time. So I'll just pop that there. Oh, it's already looking lovely. So look at that, how good does that look? So I'm going to pop this back in and then we're going to repeat the process. So it does say we could now roll it up, but I'm going to give it a final wash because it will last that little bit longer if you give it a good wash. So we're going to wash it again. Oops. That on there. Now then, pop the lid back on. Now, another tip for you, okay? So we'll go back this way. So if you want to go back a step on your TM7, just scroll down the screen, all right, to where you've got the step you want. Click the three little dots and set as current step. And now we're back to where we were. So we're just going to press play, and it's just going to do another 5 seconds on speed 4 and give that butter another wash. And let's see if it's white this time or if it's clear. All right, so that will be the indication. It's still got a little bit of white in there, not too much though. It's more cloudy now, as opposed to, I don't know if you'll see that if I tip it up, or you can just about. So now I'm just going to pop this back in and pop that through. Just about see me. All right. Now, if you wanted to, you can actually give it a squeeze as well to squeeze that last bit of water out of it if you wanted to. I'm just going to give my hands a little bit of a wash, actually, just because I'm going to squeeze this butter. Hygiene always. I washed them before I started the class, but obviously I've been touching the screen and doing things. So we want to make sure that it's completely bacteria free. Now then, well, bacteria from my hands anyway, not necessarily bacteria from the butter, because a bit of bacteria is actually good for your gut. All about gut health and exposing your body to different elements of bacteria is not a bad thing. All right, so I think we've got, actually, that's pretty good. But that is actually one of the best butters I think I've made. So it's a good one today. All right, now then. So the next step, and might need to move you a little bit, I think. So it's just so you can see what I'm doing down here. So you're going to see what I'm doing rather than me, but that's all right. Nobody's bothered about looking at me, right? Okay, so we've got our cling film, or a cling wrap, as we call it in Australia. And we're going to pop that down. Now, I like to use baking paper as well, because I find that it keeps it nice and fresh. All right, so I'm going to pop that now out of here. We've got a little bit more liquid, so just get the liquid out. There we go. The other thing as well, what happens with the cold water is it keeps the butter nice and hard. Obviously, if we had warm water or room temperature water, it would actually make it a bit warmer. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to squeeze this, and if we get water off it, I'm just going to tip a little bit out. There we go. So this is how I get rid of the last bit of liquid without getting it all over myself, which I do sometimes. Now then. All right. So we're just going to roll it, squidge it out. And you can do this with just cling film. I'm just squeezing it to get the last bit of liquid out of it. I'm holding it very carefully so that I can put it in the sink. And luckily the butter, squeeze it over the sink. There we go. Now, if you were going to put in, if you wanted to make this flavoured, you could pop this back in your Thermomix and you could actually put, you could pop it back in and you could pop in some flavours. So if you wanted to do herb and garlic, for instance, you could put herb and garlic in. All I'm going to do is just rub this around. This, make it into a nice log. And the reason I make it into a log is that once this has been in the fridge or the freezer, you can actually slice it. So I just put my ends up like that. But I'm going to, just to make this easier, I'm just going to cut off the ends. That. All right, and then I'm going to double wrap it. Just going to get a little bit of moisture off there. All right, so then we're just going to wrap this up like so. There you have your butter. Whoopsies. To go in the fridge. Some people keep it in the freezer as well. It will keep even longer in the freezer. There you go. I'll pop this back up and you can see me. And so then what we can do is we can just pop our Thermomix onto a pre-clean. So I'm just going to put some water in. So a litre of water, pop your Thermomix on. Now, these are really hard because you're only supposed to put a little tiny drop, which I find quite hard with that, but a little drop of detergent. We pop a lid back on, like so. Pop your measuring cup on the top, or otherwise known as a cap now with your TM7. And then we'll go next. So it does say the moving it to the end because we were at the end. It says use as needed. So we'll go set as current step. And so we're going to finish. And so that's the recipe done. So this will then go in the fridge. This can also go in a container in the fridge as well. Or the freezer. If you can freeze your buttermilk, it freezes perfectly fine. I'm just going to show you the tips. So with your TM7, if you go along the top, you've got an overview. No, I didn't want to do that. Rookie error. Right, so we've got overview, we've got ingredients. So that's your ingredients, which is basically just pouring cream and chilled water. We have preparation steps, so that's the steps to actually make it. We have our tips. Now, the tips are what I wanted to show you. So in the tips, it says, for butter that stays fresher for longer, wash a second time using 500 grams of chilled water. So that's what I did. I did a second wash. And then it makes sure it's completely clean. It tells you how much it makes, and it tells you that it makes the buttermilk, and there is lots of cookie dough recipes for buttermilk as well. So you can actually search for buttermilk, and it will give you all the recipes to use your buttermilk up. So it says butter will keep sealed in the freezer for up to 3 months, and it will keep sealed in the fridge for up to 2 weeks. Herb butter. So if you want to do herb butter, you place a garlic clove, 5 sprigs of fresh dill, leaves only, and 5 sprigs of flat leaf parsley, and basil, and then you just chop it 3 seconds, speed 7, and that basically your butter is then a herb butter. Salted butter, you can add half a teaspoon of sea salt. Spreadable butter, you can add 50 grams of oil, adjusted to taste. Now, I've never done that because I leave mine out for a few days anyway, so it's perfectly fine. It says light butter, add 50 grams of reserve buttermilk back in and whip it for 15 seconds on speed 4. And that's a lighter butter. And then you've got flavoured butter. So it says add other flavours, e.g. oils, sugars, spices to the butter and mix for 20 to 30 seconds on speed 4 before storing in the fridge. So these tips are really good on your TM7. So always make sure you have a look at your tips. And I usually advise you to do that before you start a recipe, because sometimes it will give you a top tip that you can use in your recipe before you start. All right. So hopefully you've enjoyed that. Thank you for watching today. Please remember to hit subscribe if you're watching this on YouTube. And I look forward to seeing you next time I run a class.